Alright, today gonna do another Palomar 300A. Thought I was done with them, but we dug up this Palomar 300A and we found it's a different version than some of the other ones I've done, and somebody was looking for information, I think, on this version. This one has the relay board here, and it is directly wired in. It does not plug in. The wires are soldered directly to the circuit board holes, and it does not pull out, hence it's hardwired in. And the configuration and the relays are a little bit different than the plug-in board. These are relays here labeled R1 and R2. Actually, it's relay 1 on the schematic, and relay 2 on the schematic, and relay 3 under the schematic, and relay 4 is actually the high voltage relay underneath. And these relays are extremely hard to get, almost unobtainium. Nomad is selling a replacement for these two, where you unsolder these two relays, and he has a PC board with the right wiring mounted to a different relay, but the PC board, corrects the wiring so it can be soldered right in. But he wants $60 for his I think 2 replacement relays to replace these guys, and good luck finding them. Very hard to find these guys. I looked and I couldn't find any, and couldn't find any substitutes that are direct wired for these, and that's a common problem for the amps that have these. But anyway, went through this one and cleaned up the relays, and I did get this one working with the original 2 relays. It was not easy. Wouldn't want to do it again. And while I was at it, I made a pinout and a partial schematic for this version of the 300A. The schematic is pretty much the same as the other one, but the pinout is different than the plug-in board. For one, you see why I have it labeled the pins 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 11 out. On the plug-in version, I think it's 14 pins on the plug-in. So this one's a little bit different. And then I made a pinout of the wire color. I don't know if they're all the same, but this is what I got on this one. Like pin 1 is tan wire, goes to the preamp switch. Pin 2 is blue and goes to the Bias PCB board. Pin 3, another tan wire that comes from the preamp switch, and all these above go up into the preamp board there. So they go up into it, and this is the chassis out of the preamp board. And pin 4 white goes to the standby operate switch. Pin 5 red is the positive 12 in from the power board, the low voltage. Pin 6 goes to the AM SSB switch, and that puts a ground on the SSB cap that's on the board. That's what pin 6 does, and that's another red one. Pin 7 is a white, going to from the standby switch. It also goes to the high voltage relay. That's what turns on the when everything's the standby switch is on and other things are enabled. It turns on the high voltage relay, and also the Coax relay up on the PC board. Pin 8 is a coaxial, goes into the high-low switch. Pin 9 is a coax straight to the antenna out. 10 coax goes to the radio out, and 11 is a coax that goes from the power out from the pi circuit, which reduces the power out into the relay so it can go out to the antenna. So that's a quick pin out of this, and then this is the schematic I drew. So hopefully that picture will be good enough for this. And I also did a pinout of the white relay there. That relays are R50 E2Y2 relay. And this is a quick pinout of just the relay. If we turned it upside down, these are the pins, what they look like, you know, underneath. And these two here are the commons. The one to the outside, that's the normally closed, normally open of that switch. The voltage into the relay for the coil. And then normally closed on top, normally open at the bottom. So that's the pinout of these impossible to find relays. Anyway, I was going to do the amp, but it looks like my camera's going to die in a minute, so we'll do another one and fire up the amp. Alright, that's it for this hardwired version of the Palomar 300A with the hard to find AMF R50 12 volt relays in it. Bye.